Okay, so now we're gonna talk about cleaning your oven. This oven, you can tell we've taken the burners off already and we've sprayed it down with our cleaner, Fabric Care Tough Job. You're gonna spray your entire oven with this because the grease gets everywhere. Go ahead and start cleaning this with a clean rag. And you can tell just by wiping it, that's looking way better, and our Tough Job is doing its job of cleaning all that off. And it makes cleaning it so much easier to have the right products. There's not as much elbow grease involved. Okay, so that's all clean. We want to clean under this as well. It can be easy to forget. We've had our Tough Job sitting on that for a few minutes. And it is, for the most part, just wiping right out. Maybe a little bit of scrubbing, but not much. If you've still got some stubborn spots, you can spray an oven cleaner in here and let it sit. You can also use what's called a pumice stone. And this will help scratch up any of those little spots like there was right there. And get them right off. You just want to be careful with a pumice stone because you can cause damage if you were to scrub the glass or this paint surface. It could mess that up, so stay away from those. But that's clean and that's ready to go. So now we're gonna wash our drip pans in the sink here. A little bit of water on them to let them get all out. You're just gonna scrub these out one by one. Dish soap works really pretty darn well. And don't be afraid to get after and scrub these. I'm gonna go ahead and actually use a little bit of this Fabric Care Tough Job. Probably gonna just soak them all down and let them sit until we get all the stuff from cooking cleaned out of there. You can let these sit in the water or hot soapy water for a little while you're doing the whole oven or whatever you want to do. So it's as simple as that when it comes to cleaning them. They pop right in and pop right out. So just go back in there and the burner goes right back in. As long as you don't have slicky gloves like me. So now we're going to clean inside the oven. Before, we already sprayed some oven cleaner product right inside the oven, and that's already started working and doing its job. But one nice thing about cleaning the oven is, of course, don't forget to take out your racks. They're just going to be in your way. Those can also just go sit in the kitchen sink until we clean them later. One of the worst parts about cleaning an oven is it's so hard to get in there, and we can make that a little bit easier. A lot of oven doors can remove. A lot of times you'll just pick them up at this point and that brings them up. This one's a little bit different. And we'll just go ahead and pull these hinges up so that we can just get rid of this door. Get it right out of our way. So it's worth looking at your owner's manual to see how to remove it. Now we can actually work. We're gonna go ahead and spray more Tough Job where we'd already had our oven cleaner and let it sit and do its job. And again, the whole point of having good product is so that we don't have to work so hard. We're gonna start on the top and work our way down. Always trying to use the clean side of the rag. Makes it easier to get to this hidden part behind the oven door. Now for that mess in there. If you got a paper towel, it works a lot easier than using a rag. But we'll just lift this up a little bit. And you can just see all that coming out of there. By spraying this with oven cleaner before and then coming back with a little bit of this Tough Job, it's making our job a lot better. We have a few little spots left in here that were just really stubborn. Our pumice stone. Makes those once stubborn spots not really a big deal anymore. Now as you use it, you're gonna have a little bit of pumice stone that comes apart and it's gonna leave a residue. We'll just go ahead and wipe that out. All right, that's a clean oven. Go ahead and put our door back on. And on this particular door, we'll just go ahead and put it back on, stick them back, and there's slots on each side, just like so. Push their little hinge locks down. We got a working door again. Now everything's clean in there. It's easy just to come along and wipe all this out. You can see we have some pretty baked on stuff right here. There's a couple ways to do it. It's already coming up a little bit with just a little bit of pressure. I got my pumice stone handy, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just use it. What I'm being really careful not to do is to touch this glass, because if I do, we'll scratch it. Maybe a little more tough job. Wipe up our mess. Oh, right here. We got little spots still right there. Again, don't want to touch our glass. Being really careful not to. Any last little spots we could have missed just because we're cleaning along. Let's wipe that up. You've got yourself a clean oven. We don't want to forget about the front of the oven. It also gets grease. We're just going to go over it. A tough job. Don't forget the top of your drawer right there. Vacuum out the inside and do the inside as well.